Hi, I'm Roy Jones, and you're watching HoopJab.com. Ta-da.
I'm here with Andre SOG Ward. How you doing tonight, man?
Man, I'm doing good. I'm happy to be here.
It's good to see you. How are you feeling physically? We know you had to pull out of the fight.
I feel good, man. I mean, pulling out of a fight is obviously alarming, but there's no new injury. There's nothing like that. Disappointing, another setback, but, man, it's part of life. It comes with the territory. And, disappointed, man, but I'm ready to go. I feel physically fine, and I'm just looking forward for the new day.
Do you have an expected timetable for your return?
I mean, I'm hoping sometime I'm looking for a new date in mid to late February or early March, so hopefully not too far away.
Now, for your next fight, what kind of opponent should we expect? Are you going to have another tune-up, or are you going to try to go after a title or a contender?
Well, I'm just moving up in weight to 175, and I think the ultimate goal is Sergey Kovalev. So in between that, I don't know what the two opponents are going to be like. I always fight stiff competition, tough contenders, guys that are going to bring it, and this will be no different.
Now, your division, people could say it's in a good place and a bad place. It's the closest division to having an undisputed champion, but it's been kind of prevented by politics. What is your thoughts on that?
Don't like it. I mean, the politics have nothing to do with the actual fighting. The fans don't benefit. I understand that there's business associated with that, and certain people like each other and certain people don't like other people. I get that, but ultimately, man, we just want to fight and we want to, make a living. We want to build our legacies and we want to please the fans. I mean, ultimately, that's what fighters want to do. So I don't like it. I hate it, actually, and I think it's not good for the sport, but it's part of it and we have to deal with it.
Recently, Kathy Duva, I don't know if you saw, she made some comments pretty much insinuating that you're getting forced into the Kovalev fight and that you don't really want it. What's your response to that?
It's a good storyline, but it's not accurate.
So, what are your thoughts about him as a fighter?
Great fighter. I can't say anything bad about him. He's tough, he's durable, he hits hard, he's strong, and he's proven. So it won't be easy, but nothing that you go after that's greatness is easy. So I'm looking forward to it.
Now, I don't know if you've seen this or not, but with the whole Gennady Golovkin thing, I think you've gotten some unfair criticism from media and fans, kind of like some hypocrisy. What's your thoughts on that?
Of course. I mean, but why? I mean, you got to ask those guys that are writing what they're writing. I mean, the fans, you got to kind of give them a pass because they're just reading what they're reading. And, the media is a conduit to the fans. So they read a headline, and 9 times out of 10, perception is reality. But the reality is Golovkin never wanted to fight me. He always wanted to use my name to get credibility because what's the knock on him? He hasn't fought stiff competition. And no knock on the guys he's fought, but he's fighting the same type of guy over and over and over and over again, guys that are going to make him look good. And so it's easy for him. He wants to throw my name out, throw other guys' name out to get the credibility of saying, I'll fight those guys. They don't want to fight me. And it's unfortunate, but it's not accurate. I think Golovkin is a good guy. I think he's a good fighter. But, all the media, the propaganda and all the stuff that they're putting out there, it's simply not true.
For example, both Cotto and Canelo, they said they're not going to fight him unless it's at a catch weight, and they pretty much got destroyed for it. He says to you he only wants to fight you at 164, and he pretty much gets a pass.
That seems like a double standard to me. I mean, if I've ever seen one. I mean, what does Cotto or Canelo have to gain, and what do they have to prove fighting Golovkin? I mean, nothing. But because he's getting that pass through the media, he's going to continue to act like that. But it's going to take guys to call him out and say, whoa, this isn't right. You said this about this, but you're not living it. That's when things are going to change. But until that happens, he won't stop doing that.
So since you're moving to 175 officially, and it looks like these two are not going to fight him, you think he's going to now move up to 168?
I'm sure he will. Yeah, I'm sure he will. And probably no one will say anything about it. That's how that works.
It's pretty unfortunate.
I appreciate you seeing it and reporting on it and talking about it. I do.
Since you've been gone, a couple guys they've risen to pound for pound, like the pound for pound stardom. One of them is Chocolatito. What do you think about him?
I've actually never seen him fight, but I've heard a lot about him. I heard he's a bad boy, and I want to see him fight. I got nothing but respect for him, man. He's undefeated. I think he's got like 50 fights or something like that. So I've heard a lot about him, but I haven't had the chance to see him fight yet.
For you to get that pound for pound glory back, what do you think you have to do? Like, you think
they may have to go to heavyweight, man, and beat Klitschko, and then they may have to say, look, we can't keep it away from him any longer. I got to keep doing what I'm doing. And if it's meant for me to have that spot, which I'm gunning for, it'll be at the right time.
You think a win over Sergey Kovalev could put you at that #1 spot?
I believe so. And I think that can cement my legacy. Not that there's nothing else to accomplish, but I think that takes me to a different level when we talk about legacy.
Thanks a lot for your time, man. I really appreciate it. Oh, one more thing. How you liking the Warriors so far this year?
Oh, man. Go Dubs. Go Dubs. Go Dubs.
Thanks, man. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I'm going to come up there and cover you, man.